we have to go see. Now you think you slick.
No, you did, because you're sneaky.
Don't be insulting. Stop it.
I'm feeling.
He is not insulting you. Don't insult him.
The ASAP Rocky trial reached a critical point this week as his former friend A AP Relli, the man at the center of this case, spent 4 intense days on the stand. From bombshell revelations to secret recordings and a fiery cross-examination, the drama was at its peak. And now that the state has officially rested their case, we're going to break down the most dramatic moments that have set the stage for what is to come. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Well, after 8 days of dramatic testimony, the prosecution rested its case on Thursday in the high-profile trial of rapper and fashion mogul A$AP Rocky. He faces 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm for allegedly firing a gun at a former friend on a Hollywood street back in 2021. 5 witnesses took the stand, including law enforcement officers, a firearms expert, but most notably, the accuser himself, the alleged victim in this case, Rocky's former friend, A$AP Relli. Now, according to Relli, whose real name is Terrell Ephron, after a falling out, he and Rocky confronted each other on a Hollywood street back on November 6, 2021, where Rocky allegedly fired 2 shots, grazing Ephron's knuckles. And while Ephron wasn't seriously injured, his version of events forms the crux of the prosecution's case. Now, Rocky has denied the allegations, has denied the charges, has pled not guilty to the felony counts of assault with a firearm. His defense claims he was only carrying a starter pistol, so a weapon basically incapable of firing real bullets, like a prop gun. But Ephron claims he went back to the scene, found shell casings that matched a 9mm handgun. Rocky's defense team argues that Ephron planted those shell casings and that Ephron was dishonest about this, that he was just trying to extort money from A$AP Rocky. Now, here's the thing about this. Despite what are serious charges, I mean, we're talking prison time, Rocky actually rejected a pretrial offer, an offer that would have resulted in just a 180-day jail sentence. I say just, I mean, it's something significant, but 6 months compared to potentially years in prison, that's what he's risking now by going to trial and taking this to a jury. But as the prosecution rests its case, all eyes are now turning to the defense, with one big question on everybody's mind: will A$AP Rocky take the stand in his own defense? Look, he's not required to testify. It's his decision alone. The defense has not indicated whether he is going to do that or not. We shall see. But I'll tell you what, as all the drama plays out, what we're going to do right now to frame up what the rest of the case will look like, we want to take a look back at some of the most intense moments from this trial so far. So, for 3 days, the jury heard from the state's most important witness, Terrell Ephron, A$AP Relli. Ephron's testimony was crucial because it painted a picture of a once close friendship that he had with Rocky that soured into a bitter feud, and that led to the alleged shooting. Again, although Ephron wasn't badly hurt, his version of events remains the cornerstone of this case. However, I should tell you, Ephron wasn't exactly a star-perfect witness. During his cross-examination, he sparred with Rocky's defense attorney, Joe Tacopina, basically at every point. In fact, at one point, Ephron hurled insults at the attorney during questioning about a photo on Instagram.
No, we have to go see. Now you think you slick.
No, you did, because you're sneaky.
Don't be insulting. Stop it.
I'm feeling.
He is not insulting you. Don't insult him.
Hey, by the way, thanks so much for following our coverage of this A$AP Rocky trial. And by the way, we have been doing our best to bring you those big updates you might have missed. And for that, I gotta thank our sponsor, Upside, too. Their support helps us to keep on doing this. Now, Upside is a free app, and it gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, food. I pump my gas, I can use Upside. Go out to lunch at Chipotle, I can use Upside. Maybe I get some gum, Tic Tacs at 7-Eleven, I can use Upside. Why not get cash back when I do all these things, right? And yes, this is actual real cash back. It's money that appears in your Upside app that you transfer right into your bank account. So once you have the free Upside app, you claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. You pay as usual using a debit or credit card. You follow the steps on the app, you get paid. So to find out how much you can earn, you click the link in the description to download Upside, or you scan the QR code on screen. But make sure to use our promo code SIDEBAR because you'll get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. Ephron also outright denied his own voice and phone recordings, accusing the defense of presenting fake evidence.
So you called him because we were presenting fake evidence to you?
Yes or no?
I don't know, man. Just, I don't know.
Why did you call him, Mr. Ephron?
Because you guys just keep playing fake audio to me, like fake stuff. I never said none of that to him. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't fit in with this case. You're trying to slip it in.
Okay, stop. All right, you answer the question.
We're going to get more into that in a bit, but I actually want to rewind to the first few days that Ephron was on the stand during his direct examination. You see, Ephron told the jury that he and Rocky were once close childhood friends and co-founders of the ASAP Mob Collective in New York City back in 2007. But he claimed that their friendship deteriorated when Rocky got famous and he started seeing him less frequently, even referring to him as the 6-month man, meaning they only saw each other about once every 6 months. Ephron described Rocky as becoming distant, not just from him, but from the rest of the ASAP mob. And the situation took a turn on the day of the incident when Ephron says he woke up to numerous calls and texts from Rocky asking him to meet him at a parking garage in Hollywood to hash things out. And Ephron, hoping to resolve the issues with his childhood friend, he agreed. But according to him, when they met on a public sidewalk, that is when things escalated quite quickly. Because Ephron described the tense moment when, according to him, Rocky allegedly pulled out a gun and pointed it at him.
When you said he pointed it at you, where on your body was it pointing?
Like towards my stomach, like towards like my headish a little. Like everything was happening so fast. So fast. You know what I mean?
And from what you're describing, was it moving?
Yeah, it was moving. He had it up.
Okay, so he didn't just hold it at your stomach. It was kind of
No, he was looking for a spot to shoot.
Okay.
Like if Elijah wasn't there, I don't know what would happen.
And you said as he was pointing it at you, what did he say?
I'll kill you right now.
And was that in an angry tone?
Yeah, he was livid.
Was his voice elevated? Like, was he yelling this at you, or was this something he was saying quiet?
Yeah, because we was yelling back and forth at this point.
All right. And you said that after he pointed the gun at you, you became angry, correct?
Yeah, I became furious.
So what did you say back to him?
I told him to use it.
Why
Now,
did you?
Because mentally, like, I couldn't believe he just pulled the gun out on me. So I'm like, what the Like, you better use that you got a gun for.
Can you explain? I want as best you can to the jury. Explain to them what you mean by I can't believe you just pulled a gun on me. What is that? What do you mean by that?
Like, I physically cannot believe there was a gun in my face. Like, that was the breaking point for me. Because like what I said, I told this kid numerous times, if you have a problem with me, let me know. You know what I mean? I feel like this got to the max. Like, this was like no return. So if I was willing to die for my respect at this point, I don't care. You get what I'm saying? Like, if this is what you want to do, I still have my dignity. That's how I felt.
But then, the mood in the courtroom shifted dramatically when cross-examination started. So Joe Tacopina didn't hold back. He relentlessly questioned Ephron about things he said in previous testimony. And Ephron appeared to be quite frustrated at this.
Well, did you hear your testimony?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And when you said it, if I said it was with love, right? That's what you just said.
I don't get what you're saying. Sorry.
What did you hear yourself just say?
I don't get what you're saying.
Here's my question. Here it comes. What did you hear yourself just say?
But what are you getting at? I don't get what you're saying.
Don't worry about what I'm getting at.
But explain it again.
Mr.
I'm getting
Ephron.
confused. I'm getting
All right,
confused.
just listen. He's asking you, did you hear your testimony?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? He's just asking you.
Did I say it? Did I say, I don't know. Can you explain the question?
Did you just see yourself?
No, but you're not explaining the question.
Here's my question.
I see myself, but you're not explaining. So what I'm supposed to say,
Just
yes or no
listen.
to.
Look, just listen. Did you
It's
see
not
yourself?
simple.
Did you see yourself? That's
I
it.
see myself.
Did you hear yourself?
I heard myself.
Was that truthful?
What's truthful?
What you just said.
That I love him, or like we was cool? I don't know what you mean. I said a lot of things.
The part that you said, if I said you, it was sort of wishy-washy with love, you know? That part.
Okay,
That
it's true. True.
True?
Yeah.
By the way, before we start talking about the events surrounding November 6th, 2021, which we will talk about, Mr. Ephron.
Can you pull up the rest of the text message?
Mr. Ephron, here's what we're going to do. I'll ask the questions. You're going to answer. Okay, if you can. In November 2021, you told people that you were a millionaire, correct?
What?
You do not understand my question.
I don't understand this. Yes, no, I don't know. Like, why don't you show on my Instagram? I'm already getting death threats. People threatening my daughter. Like, what's going on here?
Who gave you the death threat, Mr. Ephron?
The whole world.
The world threatened you? The whole world gave you
Because
death
of what you're saying.
Because I'm asking you a question about your Instagram.
Because you're saying I'm an extortionist and all of this, and you're putting my whole life on. This is getting really annoying.
No one is calling you an extortionist.
Yeah,
You're going to
so
get,
what
you're,
does this have to
Mr.
do with
Ephron,
the
you're going to
kids?
get through a lot faster if you just answer the questions.
So last week, after being on the stand for a few days, Ephron made a bombshell admission. He essentially revealed that he had been at a gun range in Los Angeles just 2 weeks before the alleged incident with Rocky. Now, earlier in the trial, the defense played a video showing him firing a gun at a gun range on October 19, 2021, which he claimed was filmed in New Jersey. But when he returned to the stand on Wednesday, he seemed to change his story, admitting that after revisiting his Instagram archive, he realized that the video was actually filmed at the Los Angeles Gun Club. Now, that change in testimony raised even more questions about his credibility, also for the guy who allegedly found the 9mm casings at the crime scene, something to be thinking about. But Ephron had originally stated that he was on a business trip to California and returned to the East Coast before traveling back to Los Angeles in the days leading up to the confrontation with Rocky. But when he was questioned about why he had to revisit his Instagram archive to know what was really going on, this is when he became increasingly defensive.
There is nothing in your Instagram that showed you in Los Angeles on October 19, 2021. Is there?
Yes, it is.
Really? I'm going to give you a live phone. You show me on your Instagram. Show me on your Instagram where it shows that you're in Los Angeles on October 19, 2021.
What do you mean a live phone?
A phone with your Instagram. I'm going to go to your Instagram.
No, we would have to go, see, now you think you slick. We would have to go to my phone, my actual phone, and go to my archive. You're not going to show me something of my highlights, which is not there. You think you slick.
Stop,
And I'm going to you.
stop. This is,
You're not going to keep tripping me up. I'm on
Mr. Ephron, stop. Just stop talking. It's.
Your Honor, we have a letter from the VA, and the letter says that Mr. Ephron informed them that he went on his Instagram.
Yes, my Instagram.
All right.
Your Instagram, as in Relli Boss?
You're trying to show me somebody else's that I can't activate where I can go to my archive.
He
You're
doesn't-
not
all right,
slick.
stop it. He doesn't need to go on someone else's phone.
You have your phone with you?
You know I don't got it. It's over there. We can get it though. I can show them. We can go get it right now.
So your
We can clear this
Instagram
up.
is what caused you to go back.
No, you did because you're sneaky.
Don't be insulting. Stop it.
I'm feeling.
He is not insulting you. Don't insult him. Don't insult any lawyer that's asking you questions. You're not doing yourself any good by doing that.
I mean, I'm getting screwed. I mean, this is not what I.
How much longer do you have?
3 minutes, Your Honor.
What is it? 3 minutes.
Well, depends. Answer the questions
All
for
right,
you.
it's 12 o'clock. I would like to get finished with
Yeah, we will.
Mr. Ephron before we take the break.
So anyway, what was it that caused you to remember this? What did you see?
You. Yeah, your question asking, not giving me time, tripping me up. So I went back and I analyzed my whole Instagram, analyzed everything you said, and I started realizing what you was doing. So then I went to my archive. You just tried to show me something off a story that you can't get in your archive. So you're already like lying to people or lying about the situation because you know I cannot see it through that way. I would
You cannot accuse anybody of lying. Do not do that.
Nobody
I told
told
you nothing derogatory.
But nobody told me this. I mean, this is.
I'm telling you, and I've been telling you, do not be derogatory
This is all new.
toward anyone in this courtroom.
Also, during Ephron's cross-examination, he was asked about phone conversations that he had with a man named Wally Sajimi, so a branding consultant for both Ephron and Rocky. And this is important because Sajimi had apparently recorded several conversations, and one of which allegedly captured Ephron saying that suing A$AP Rocky, that was the plan all along. And Ephron was purportedly heard stating that if he walked away after getting a payout, the criminal case would be weaker because prosecutors would have to hunt them down. Now, despite this, Ephron has adamantly denied the authenticity of all three recordings, insisting that the third one didn't even sound like him and then he argued that the recordings shouldn't be admissible.
We talked about that individual, Wally Sajemi, who you said you knew, correct?
Who?
Wally Sajemi.
Wale? Wale? Okay.
The guy, the IT guy, right?
Mhm.
You know who Wally is, right?
Is that yes?
I said it.
Did you tell Wally in August of 2022 that you can't sue someone with circumstances like that without a criminal action? Did you say that to Wally?
I mean, that's clear. You can't sue somebody and say it's a crime.
That's not what he's asking. He's asking, did you tell that to Wally?
I don't remember. This dude probably was baiting me, calling me. I don't know. Got a spoof of his voice.
So the answer is no?
No.
I'm sorry, I just want to follow up on that answer. The dude was baiting you, calling you, did you say?
I mean, you telling me about private conversations that I had with this dude.
I'm asking, I'm not telling you.
I mean,
Did you say spoof?
the phone call you played yesterday was not me.
That was not you.
That was not me.
That was fake.
That was fake. 100% fake.
Yeah. You would agree, sir, that you really didn't care about getting the police involved in this case. What you really wanted was money from Rocky, right?
This is not a civil suit. Am I right now?
He's asking you a yes or no question. Ask the question again.
Can you answer the question again?
Sure. You agree that you really don't care about getting the police involved. Your end game was to get money from Rocky, right? Yes or no?
No, I wanted some type of protection too. He was not giving me no type of comfort that this was not going to happen again, nor. So, regardless, I was going to go to
So
the
the
police.
answer is no?
No, I was going to go to the police.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
Well, did you tell Wally in April of 2022, I don't give an F about no police and word? You said Wally.
What's the contents to that? What is that about?
About this case.
But you're not. What are you talking about?
Based on the question, it would be irrelevant without further foundation.
I'm asking if you made a statement to Wally.
I don't know. I don't.
Objection foundation.
It's a statement. It's a statement.
Okay. Did you tell Wally in April of 2022 that the end game is you're gonna sue the shit out of Rocky?
When? If I already have a civil suit and this dude's calling me, I'm openly telling him I have a civil suit.
Mr. Ephron, that's not what he's asking. Please, listen to his question.
I don't know. I
I want you to
know.
listen to his question, and then you can say, I don't know, or I don't remember, or yes or no. Mr. Tacopina, can you re-ask that question?
Sure, Your Honor. Sure. In April of 2022, did you tell Wally the end game? I'm suing the out of Rocky?
I don't know.
Now, despite the defense's repeated questioning, Ephron continued to deny making these statements. And when he was pressed on his relationship with Sajemi, Ephron initially denied knowing him, only to later admit that he did know him and even spoke to him regularly.
I'm going to ask you if you said the following to Wally Sajemi. Okay, just listen to me. Tell me if you said the following. He, being Rocky, is going to have to deal with that and his political ties and everything else, because once I walk away, when I get my cash, the case gets way weaker. It's just like a domestic violence case. If you hit your and your wants to keep going through with the situation, you'll go down. But if you're not there, then they're going against the state and it's way weaker. If I'm not there, if he pays me out being Rocky, via through my lawsuit, I'll walk away basically. It's going to be hard for the DA to find me because I'm going to be on another island just relaxing. You get what I'm saying? They're going to be scrambling to find me because now they have to go against Rocky, the state. And yeah, they have evidence of this and that and the third, but it's not going to be the same when you present it to the jury and you don't have the complaining witness. Did you ever say that to Wally Sajemi?
No.
You did
No.
not? Okay. So now we're going to do what we've done a few times already. I'm going to bring up a recording, let you hear it, and you're gonna tell me if it's you. I'm sorry, something happened.
No, it's not me. I heard it.
How long was that recording with you here?
Heard enough.
How long?
I don't know. She's played it. I heard it. Didn't sound like me.
Didn't sound like you?
No.
Is that fake also?
I don't know. You tell me. You putting all type of fake stuff in front of me.
What fake stuff?
You know
am I
it's
putting-
fake.
No, stop. Stop.
What fake stuff am I putting in front of you?
I don't know. You're just too Wally. Wally. I don't know. You just keep putting this fake stuff in front of me.
Are you saying you don't know who Wally is? Sir, are you saying
Not
you
real.
don't know who Wally is?
It's not real. I don't know him. I met him. I don't know of him. I know him. But this is beyond me.
Have you used Wally to do any work for you?
No.
You've
Asked
not-
him one time to get me verified. I told you that.
Okay.
He kept in conversation with me. Obviously, now I know why.
What do you mean now you know why? What do you mean now you know why? That's fake.
I thought it was kind of weird that the man would bring me up in the
Stop.
first place.
Mr. Ephron, stop. Ask another question.
What did you just mean to this jury when you said now you know why? Get the conversation with you.
I mean, he always hits me up, asking me how I'm doing. Yo, that's fucked up. You know, Rocky, y'all my brothers. It's weird. He's baiting me into like spoofing my voice or doing something. Because now all of a sudden you coming to me talking about Wale's doing this, that, and the third, and none of the conversations I have with him, none of them don't even start like that. I don't even sound like that. He's more so asking, yo, how's the case going? Yo, that's up. And I asked him, yo, you still work for Rocky? He said, no, I don't work for him. Ain't nobody really, there's no real emotion over there.
So you've had conversation with Wally.
Not those conversations. I mean, he calls me. He calls me probably once a month, every 2-3 months, and asks me very vague questions. Oh, how's it going, my brother? Or what's this?
So you didn't have those
No,
conversations?
no,
Now,
those is fake. Those is fake.
Sir, you heard about 3 seconds.
It don't matter. How would you know? You over there. She's playing it here.
Because I counted 1, 2, 3. You want to hear the whole conversation?
No.
Sure.
No. No. I just want this over.
Mr. Tacopini, he said it's not him.
Now, here's the thing about this. Despite claiming that these recordings were fake, and remember he originally said he didn't even know who Sajimi was, Ephron reportedly called Sajimi during a lunch break of the trial to discuss the recordings, raising questions about why he would do that if he was certain they were fabricated. So the defense, unsurprisingly, pressed Terrell Ephron on this during cross-examination.
Speaking of saying, you always said 3 to 4 shots. You talked about Wally Sajimi the other day. You remember Wally?
I don't remember. I mean,
You don't know who Wally is? Sorry?
let's go, Mr. Tucker. Let's go.
Well, we're going to go when you answer my question. Do you know who Wally is?
I do.
Okay. In fact, you told Wally he shot you 5 times, right?
No, I didn't.
You didn't say it?
No, I didn't.
And by the way, speaking of Wally, last Thursday was my first day of cross-examination of you, and I asked you about a statement you made to Wally that morning.
The question David drew that morning. Sustain us to the, you mean the morning
The morning of the
cross-examination?
examination, yes, sir. The morning of the examination last Thursday, I asked you questions about Wally. Any statements you may have made to Wally, which you deny. At the lunch break, Mr. Ephron, you called Wally, correct?
I called him after everything because, I mean, you guys got y'all whipping up lies over here. None of it, you have no evidence to
Hold on,
back
Mr.
it up.
Ephron, you're not answering his question. He's talking about the lunch break. Ask again.
And I'm not, and I'm
Mr.
allowed.
Ephron, wait, ask the question again.
So after Wally's name was brought up on cross-examination by me, the statements you made on the recordings that you say were fake, you called Wally.
He
That's
didn't
a
answer.
compound question,
It
there are
is.
3 questions.
All right, you were inquiring about whether he made a phone call at the lunch, on the lunch
He was
break
lying.
following your, beginning your
Yes,
cross-examination?
sir.
you understand the question? All right, did you call Wally during the lunch break?
No.
Did you call him after court?
Yes, I did.
Oh. And why did you call Wally?
Because, I mean, you guys is just lying, lies after lies, and you can't back it up. These guys are,
We can't back it up.
I mean, you can't. You can't.
Did you hear the tape recording? Did you say fake?
All right, stop.
This point is
Ask another question.
I guess we'll see about that, right?
Your Honor,
Sustain.
can the court instructed previously, and this is editorializing, Mr. Leonard is not doing that in his direct.
Right.
He's right.
But I
It's
know
like
the
night and
witness
day.
is saying,
I don't
made up
understand
answers.
what you're saying.
Don't editorialize.
Then you should strike his answers, Mark.
They are non-responsive.
They are not responsible. Anyway, so you called him because we were presenting fake evidence to you?
Yes or no?
I don't know, man. It's just,
Why did you call him? Mr.
because
Ephron?
you guys just keep playing fake audio to me, like fake stuff. I never said none of that to him. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't fit in with this case. You're trying to slip it in.
Okay, stop. All right, just answer the question.
So that's why you called Wally.
I mean, you guys are saying I'm cool with him and I got his number and he's making up fake lies. That's like, he didn't even answer, so I don't even know what are we talking about. He did not answer. What are you going to say? He answered and make up another spoof call?
You're done.
Motion to strike is non-responsive.
He's moving to strike his own witness testimony, okay.
Yeah, the entire answer is
Your
non-responsive.
Honor, counsel is editorializing indicating what I'm moving to strike. I'm following the evidence code of the state of California. I suggest that counsel follow it as well, and not editorialize as to why I'm asking things to be stricken. It's improper.
Just stop squabbling. Just stop it.
I'm not swallowing.
No, this is a no squabble zone.
Now, we mentioned earlier that Ephron claimed that the recorded phone calls were fake or had been manipulated. Now, here's the thing. It's our understanding that they were played for the court outside the presence of the jury, and because Ephron denied the veracity, they weren't played for the jury as evidence. But I will say things took a turn when Mr. Sajimi himself was called to the stand by the defense as a surprise witness. You see, the defense was allowed to call him early, and Sajimi traveled from Paris to LA to actually give his testimony. And he confirmed the authenticity of these recordings, making them admissible in court. However, during cross-examination, the prosecution grilled him about why he would record conversations with a friend without his knowledge.
Is there anything about Relli's statements about suing the defendant, trying to get $30 million, is there anything about those statements that you are aware of that changes what actually happened the night of the incident?
No, I think I answered that.
So would you agree that whether or not Relli sues for $1, 20 million, 100 million, 20 gajillion dollars, that in the end, either the shooting happened or it didn't? Would you agree?
Yes.
And it's your further testimony that despite all that, you've never had one conversation or asked him one question, the defendant, about what actually transpired.
Objection asked.
How many calls in total did you record?
2.
2 calls? Now, you said that you were upset because the idea that Relli was coming into court, you said you were offended by his line. Is that correct?
Yes.
When you were taping his calls, did he know you were taping?
No.
Do you think that friends tape other friends' phone calls?
Sometimes they can.
I'm asking you. I'm not asking you physically. I assume, sir, that if somebody wants to record a call, I didn't ask whether it's technically possible. I'm asking you, do you think that a friend records their friend's phone calls when that person doesn't know it?
Objection, he gave an answer.
That's not a legal objection. It's not
Yes,
what
It's an
Yes,
objectionable
an answer.
question. It's speculation. What friends do is irrelevant. Ask another question.
You called Terrell a friend of yours, correct?
Yes.
Do you think that it was being a friend of his to tape his phone calls without his knowledge?
Yes.
How was that being a friend to Terrell?
Sometimes friends do things like that.
You mean sometimes friends betray friends by taping their calls and then calling other people to report what they found? Is that what you mean?
That's what we call betrayal.
Argumentative.
So, when is the last time that you had spoken to the defendant prior to immediately calling him after the May 2022 phone call?
I didn't talk to him.
What's that?
I said I didn't talk to him prior to really calling me.
No, so, well, you talked to him before, so I'm asking the last time. When did the last time been?
I'm not sure.
So, as the trial progresses, all eyes are now going to be on the defense. Will ASAP Rocky take the stand? How much weight will the jury give to Ephron's testimony? These are questions that remain to be answered as the trial enters its next phase. And with everything on the line, the stakes have never been higher. So if Rocky is convicted, he could face several years in prison. You can stream Gavel to Gavel trial coverage on our Law&Crime YouTube page, but for us right now, that's all we have for you here on Sidebar. And you can check us out and subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Jesse Weber. I'll speak to you next time.